President Joe Biden has officially taken the oath of office, and this morning we're taking a closer look at what his first 100 days in office could look like. And joining us to talk more about it is Sonia Riley, Vice Chair of the Kent County Democratic Party. Good morning, Sonia. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you. Thank you for having us on.
Absolutely. Well, let's first talk about, obviously, this past election. The state of Michigan turns blue and Kent County turned blue as well. What does that say about how things have changed around here?
Well, as you know, our community is growing. We've got people who have transplanted here, and Grand Rapids particularly has grown, and voter participation has also grown, and we are excited about that, that people are actually participating in the democracy process, which is important. It took a lot of effort from dedicated volunteers during a pandemic to be able to do literature jobs and to move the vote forward.
So let's talk about now the Biden administration is in place. What will that administration in the next 4 years mean for folks here in West Michigan, especially Kent County?
Well, first of all, he would have to handle getting this pandemic under control. The health of our people is the drive for economics as well. So that has to be first and foremost, where we mask up and do our part and come together, regardless of political affiliation. The well-being of all has to be protected. And that is what he as president has committed to do by getting these vaccines out. Also, the immigration reform is important to a lot of people, especially myself included as a Latinx member of the Wyoming community, seeing the economic push for everybody, for our small businesses, for our local businesses, for reaching other parts of the world that are also affected by our country's well-being as well.
Can you talk about, other than obviously the big one in the COVID vaccinations and all of that, are there some other things that you think the administration should be focused on, especially to help folks here in our county?
Well, definitely, we have a lot of things that have to be addressed locally. For one, our housing crisis, which is also driven by economic issues that we have also as well that were exacerbated, especially with the pandemic. So, you know, the minimum wage going up, as we know, the amount of minimum wage is not affordable when the average household has to spend more than 75% to pay either for rent or mortgage or expenses of that nature, with the cost of food rising and just the lack of resources that people may have, and our growth in homeless population, especially amongst our little people. In some districts, we've had over 400 to 650 students who are considered homeless. So addressing the educational needs, the economic needs, but first of all, the health needs that are needed for our country right now.
All right. Sonia, thank you for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, 7:20.